everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make crock-pot or slow cooker macaroni and cheese. This is one of my favorite macaroni and cheese recipes and probably the only one I'm ever going to make from now on, and it's super easy. So this is what you'll need. You'll just need some vegetable spray or any kind of non-stick spray to spray your slow cooker with, or if you have slow cooker liners, those work too. You're going to need 2 cups of uncooked elbow macaroni. I'm pretty sure you could do this with any pasta you have though, so it doesn't have to be specifically elbows. 4 tablespoons of butter, a can of cheddar cheese soup, half a cup sour cream, 1 cup of milk. I'm using rice milk and light sour cream, and it does not affect the recipe at all. The recipe calls for 2.5 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. I generally use a little bit less than that, just be personal preference. I found that if you use a lot of cheese, it ends up clumping up on you, so I use less. And then you're gonna need half a teaspoon of dry mustard. Okay, so first step is to get your macaroni boiling, or get the water boiling to put the macaroni in. And you're gonna melt together the butter and cheese. I did forget to mention that I personally cut the butter in half, so I only use about 2 tablespoons of butter, if that. And then what I do is once it's all melted and I'm pouring this into the crock pot, I'll just discard the extra butter because I don't really want to put it in there. I found it makes it way too greasy. So this is what you're going to end up with. It's just a big blob of cheese. You just want to get it melted enough so that it doesn't need to do it in the crock pot. I'm assuming if you did put this in first and melted it, you could totally just skip this step and just do it in your crock pot, but I haven't tried that yet, so I don't know. But this looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to shut this off and then transfer it all into the crock pot. So while the water is still boiling with the macaroni in it, the macaroni is going to cook for 6 minutes. You don't want it to be completely cooked because it is going to come back and sit in the slow cooker. I have just put everything else into the crock pot. So the sour cream, dry mustard, milk, the cheese and butter mixture. What am I forgetting? Oh, the can of cheese soup. And then I did add salt and pepper to this. So this is, and I just have the crock pot set to low right now. And then all I'm gonna do is pour the partially cooked macaroni in here, and it's gonna sit for 2.5 hours. Okay, so now I've added in the elbow macaroni with everything in the crock pot. I'm gonna cover this and let it cook on low for 2.5 hours. Usually I only have to stir it 1 or 2 times in that time, and it's pretty perfect. I'm going to leave the original recipe links down below in case you want to see exact measurements for what they originally did. And I will check back in when it's done cooking. Okay, so the macaroni and cheese ended up cooking for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And it is all done, so I just transferred it to a dish so you could see what it looks like. Everything's incorporated really well and the cheese is all melted. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Just a super simple recipe that you can throw in your crock pot and let cook. So that is everything for today's video. Thank you for watching.